And it looks like Kalinda is getting run down by the police. So hopefully she can get away. And it looks like she was killed. And Mansa Musa has lost respect for us, which is unfortunate. Shit. Keep on slipping. I said, keep on slipping. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play as John Curtin of Australia. My name is 00 Slippin', and let's get to it. All right, last episode, we were building all the infrastructures in our city. We were trying to take advantage of the 100% towards city center buildings. And before the end of the episode, we had another World Congress, so we no longer have that 100% production. So I'm going to come into all my cities. I'm going to make sure they're working things that are important. I'm going to get this builder over here. We're going to chop that out. That's going to take 3 turns off the intelligence agency, and it's going to force the city to grow. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to place down a +7 campus right here, and I'm going to delete that pin, and we'll finish the intelligence agency before we do that. And then I'm going to come into the rest of my cities, and I'm just going to make sure that we are prioritizing the right infrastructure. Like in the city of Sydney, it's probably a good idea to get the library online as soon as we can. So I'm going to buy that, and we are making 150 gold per turn. So I'm going to come in here in a couple of turns and buy the Alchemical Society. In the city of Hobart, we do have the ancient walls and the harbor queued up, but we have the ability to put down another district. And I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to place a hit district right here. We have a +4 campus. So I'm just going to set the price. Beautiful. And we're going to finish the walls in 4 turns, and then the harbor and the campus. And in the city of Melbourne, we have a lot of stuff queued up. We don't really need the granary because we don't have a housing issue just yet. So I'm going to delete that. We don't need the ancient walls, although it would be a good idea just in case Guitarja plans to go to war with us. They did kill our city-state last episode, which I'm pretty pissed about. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of leave everything the way it is. Maybe we'll delete the monument for now so we can get to the walls as quick as we can and get to our harbor. And instead of finishing off buttress, I think I'm going to come down and get construction so that we can build a lumber mill. And it looks like we just met another city-state, and we met Caguana up in the north. And we do have a couple of envoys in the bank, but I'm going to hang on to them because we are 1 era score short of a golden age. So it might come in handy right before this era ends, and we have 9 turns until that ends. All right, looks like we just got our first great admiral, and we just met Maui. Fantastic. And we're going to place down another mine in the city of Perth, and we do have a trade route in Canberra. I'm going to trade for gold and science with the Congo. We're going to place down a mine here. So we're going to chop this out. That's going to automatically build the watermill. And then we're going to come in here. We're going to place a +8 holy site right here. And then we're going to chop that out so that we can finish that off as quick as we can. All right, looks like there's an aid request for Hojo. I'm going to vote that up. Beautiful. And we got construction, which is fantastic. So now we can place lumber mills. And most importantly, we can boost mass production. Fantastic. And we're going to go back to research and buttress and then right into mass production for the shipyards. And we just finished a granary in the city of Launceston, and we have the ability to place down a +5 campus, so we will. And we're going to start working on that right away. And in the city of Melbourne, I'm going to purchase a builder to fix up the tiles around the city. And I'm going to do the same thing in Geelong because this city needs some tuning up. All right, we got Hanno the Navigator. We are going to retire him. That's going to give us a galley, and we're going to use the galley to protect our trade route. And it looks like we got our golden age, so that is fantastic. Looks like Guitarja is friendly towards us, but we're going to hold off on getting a friendship with her because I still plan on getting my revenge for Valletta. We're going to place down a farm here, and I think I'm going to transfer Magnus to the city of Townsville so that our chops are worth a little bit more. And in the city of Sydney, it's a good idea to start working on a temple. And in 1 more turn, we'll buy the Alchemical Society. All right, we got this builder in Melbourne. We're going to chop out the truffles, and that just automatically finished the walls. And now we're working on the harbor. And we got this builder in Geelong, so we're going to chop out the walls in there. Now we're going to start working on the campus. Beautiful. And it looks like Guitarja is running away with science this game. So we really need to catch up on our science game. And it looks like Congo is settling this little island right next to my continent, which I'm not really a huge fan of. We'll see what happens. We might have to take this city. And we're going to improve these truffles. And I'm going to chop out this campus. So now we just finished our campus. I want to get our library online as soon as I can. I could buy it, but I could also buy the Alchemical Society in Sydney. And I'm thinking I might just hard build this one and then come in the city of Sydney and buy the Alchemical Society. That just gave me the Eureka for astronomy. Beautiful. All right, we have our builder in position. We are going to chop, and we almost finished the intelligence agency. 2 more production until we are done. And it looks like Mulan finally died. So we did get a heroic relic from her. Fantastic. And we just finished the intelligence agency. So that means we got our very first spy. We also got the ability to start working on our campus, which is good. And we did get another governor promotion. And I think it's a good idea to get grants with Pingala for 100% great people points. And it looks like our spy could go to Kumbi Saleh and start stealing 1,500 gold. So I'm going to send him over there, and we'll gain sources and we'll start stealing gold from Masa Musa. All right, in the city of Bendigo, I'm going to buy this tile with the cows on it, and I'm going to immediately build a pasture, and that will culture bomb all the tiles around it. And in the city of Townsville, I'm going to purchase another builder because in 2 turns, we are going to get guilds, which means we get the outback station. So I want to build some outback stations around this pasture here to get some pretty good yields. And I want to do the same thing in Sydney. So next turn, I'm going to buy a builder in here so we could build some outback stations around this pasture here. And we did find the city of Bologna, which is fantastic. And it looks like nobody's suzerain of them. And we have diplomatic elite plugged in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them an envoy, and then I'll send them 1 more envoy, and we take suzerainty of them. Fantastic. And we have visibility on this island. And what that'll do is it grants us great people points for all of our districts. Beautiful. And I'm going to make sure to save up my faith so I can send a couple of settlers down here. And I'm going to purchase a builder in Sydney. And we've got the guilds. Fantastic. That means we got the outback station, and we do have the opportunity to switch up our government. And what I'm thinking is we'll switch out diplomatic league for charismatic leader. And what I'll do is I'll plug in retainers for the extra amenities. And we got the Eureka for banking, which is great. And it looks like we have another governor promotion. So I think what I might do is I might grab Liang and just put her in one of my cities. I might put her in Canberra for now and start buying builders in this city. And as far as civics go, I think it's a good idea to grab naval tradition and then maybe start working on mercenaries and then heading towards exploration. It looks like we finished the temple in Sydney, so I'm thinking it's a good idea to pick up a diplomatic quarter. Also not a bad idea to pick up an industrial zone, and I might actually just pick up the industrial zone. And if I put it right here, it would reach Sydney, and then 1, 2, 3, it would reach this city here, then 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and then it would reach Canberra as well. And then if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it would also reach Townsville. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build our very first industrial zone in the city of Sydney. All right, we do have the opportunity to build our very first outback station, but I believe we are on our last turn of our era, which we are. So I'm going to wait until next era so we can get a little bit of era score in next era. We are a little bit over what we needed for our golden age. So I'm going to save the era score for next turn. And it does look like Magnus is finally established in Townsville. So I'm going to chop out this forest. And that just knocked off 12 turns off the holy site. And next turn, we're going to chop out the deer. And we'll finish off that holy site. And we have entered the Renaissance era. And we have a golden age. And we got mass production. Fantastic. So as far as our dedication goes, I think it's a good idea to just stick with Monumentality for the builders and settlers for faith. And as far as our technologies go, I want to pick up cartography for the extra gold on fishing boat improvements. And I want to work my way up to chemistry as quick as I can. And we're going to place down our very first outback station. And that just granted us 4 era score. Perfect. And that is a 4 food, 1 production tile. Fantastic. And we're going to chop out these deer. And that just finished off the holy site. So that is a +10 holy site. And I'm going to send a missionary over there to convert the city when I get enough faith. That will become a +10 production holy site. Hey, and you know what? While I'm messing around here, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're enjoying these videos, drop me a comment, subscribe to my channel. All right, thanks. And we're going to build an outback station here. All right, we finished the library in the city of Geelong. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to purchase the Alchemical Society, and that will give us the Eureka for printing. And as far as our next district goes, I think it's not a bad idea to grab an encampment, and I might just place it right here. And then that way we can start getting our military engineers a little bit later. We have 95 science right now. Katarja has 113, so we are second in science, I believe. So hopefully we can catch up and surpass her real soon. Another outback station and another outback station. Beautiful. All right, looks like our spy has finally made it to Kumbi Salau. So we're going to gain sources and we'll be siphoning funds real soon. And in the city of Canberra, I think I'm going to come in and purchase an apostle. And next turn, I think I'm going to launch an inquisition just to make sure that my cities are all following my religion. And we got military engineering. It looks like there's a meteor shower here as well. So I'm going to send this heavy chariot to pick it up. And we did just finish the campus in the city of Canberra. And I think it's important to start working settlers as soon as we can. And we did finish a lighthouse in Perth. And it looks like there is some niter right next to the city. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a builder in here as quick as we can. And maybe even set down a campus. And I'm going to put a campus right here. There's a +5 campus. Fantastic. Instead of launching an inquisition, I think I'm going to evangelize my belief and I'm going to grab holy orders. So it's 30% cheaper to purchase missionaries and apostles. And then I'm going to come in here and purchase a missionary and I'm going to convert all these cities on the West Coast to my religion. And it looks like Hojo is willing to offer me 5 gold per turn for 20 horses and some open borders. So I'm going to take that deal because it's a pretty fucking sweet deal. Thanks, Hojo. You the man. And it looks like we have 4 envoys in the bank, which is insane. We do have a couple of science city-states. And you know what? I just realized as well, can we build the Kilwa? I think we should go for it. I wonder how many people are building it now. Nobody, as far as I'm concerned. I think we should build the Kilwa before anything else. And I'm going to put it right there. And I'm even going to come into my government and see if I can switch out a card. And it doesn't look like there's any cards that I really want to be switching out right now. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I do want to get Gothic architecture in there somewhere, but these cards are way too important to be switching out right now. I can switch out retainers for professional army and maybe upgrade my archers to crossbowmen. Yeah, that would be a good idea. As well, I can plug in charismatic leader instead of diplomatic league. Fantastic. And it looks like Kinshasa has flipped independent and it's going to flip to us. Beautiful. And we're going to get this niter online. That's going to give us the Eureka for rifling. And it looks like Zanzibar's in this game. And I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to take suzerain of them for the amenities. Fantastic. And we found Himiko. And it looks like Himiko was claimed by Congo. Unfortunately, that sucks. And we're going to put an outback station here. And we have a missionary in Perth. So we are going to convert it to our religion. And it looks like we have a possibility of getting Isaac Newton. Now, I might want to purchase Isaac Newton. I still have a little bit of time. I'm going to check this a little bit later. All right, looks like our gold's looking pretty good as well. So I'm going to come into the capital and buy the library. And in a turn, I'm going to buy the Alchemical Society. And we're going to convert the city of Bendigo and the city of Launceston. Beautiful. And we're going to get this Outback Station online. It looks like we are going to research gunpowder next. I would like to pick up printing actually first. And it looks like Masamusa wants to give me some tobacco for 8 horses. I'm going to take that deal. That's a great deal. And it looks like Katarja is going to give me 11 gold per turn for truffle. So I'll take that deal. And she'll give me 11 gold per turn for marble as well. So I'll take that as well. And I'm going to declare friendship with Hojo because Hojo's my homie. And it looks like we have a +8 campus right here. So we're definitely going to start building that. That is insane. And we have our trader in the city of Bendigo. Probably not a bad idea to trade for gold, even though we are making 256 gold, which is insane. I do want to keep trading for gold. Looks like I can get some envoys as well just by trading with Armagh and Cahokia. And I think I'm going to go with Cahokia because I would like to get that Cahokian mount. And it looks like that just gave us medieval fairs. And we do have an extra governor promotion. And I would like to promote Liang potentially for the aquaculture. That would be a really cool promotion to have. And we do have the opportunity to switch our government. But before we do, I do have professional army plugged in. So I'm going to upgrade my crossbowmen, my archers to crossbowmen, sorry. And that just gave us the Eureka for metal casting. I'm going to send this one down to Melbourne, and we got one in the capital. Fantastic. And we have our heavy chariot here taking that meteor site, and we have a free knight because of it. Beautiful. Okay, so we did get a settler. Fantastic. And I'm thinking I might send it to the island. So I'll lock in an escort with the crossbowmen and we'll send them down to settle a city. And I think we're just going to continue to produce settlers in this city. And we do have a builder here. And I think I'm going to send them to the city of Hobart to get these tiles fixed up. All right, looks like our spy Kalinda has finished gaining sources. So we're going to start siphoning funds. And it looks like we did end up getting the great scientists, which is fantastic. So that's going to grant us plus 2 science for every library. So as far as texts go, I think I'm just going to pick up scientific theory because maybe we can build the Oxford University. And I do have enough faith to purchase another builder, so I'm going to. And we got another great person, and it looks like it's a great merchants. I might even save this great merchants to build a corporation. And I think with this builder here, I'm going to send him over to Geelong and Melbourne to fix up some of these tiles and get the production up in these cities. All right, looks like we're almost done researching exploration up here, so I'm going to promote the caravel, and I have another caravel on the way, and I'm going to promote him, and that should give me the boost for exploration when he gets there. And we finished our workshop. We could build the world's weakest Petra. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the Forbidden City in here. And it looks like Isaac Newton's finally made it to the campus, so we're going to activate him. That's going to grant us a bunch of science. All right, I'm going to switch off exploration, and I'm thinking I might grab diplomatic service for another spy. I do need to get my diplomatic quarter online, and I want to work my way towards enlightenment. And we're going to promote this galley, and that will automatically give us exploration. And I think I'm going to switch governments from monarchy to merchant republic, and we're going to plug out professional army now because we don't need it. And I'm going to grab veterancy for the 30 production towards harbors. And it looks like we do have colonial office here as an option. I think I'm going to plug that in because I'm about to found a city on a different continent, I believe. So we have the continent of Gondwana, and it looks like it is the same continent as most of our cities, but we do have quite a few cities on Antarctica. So it actually wouldn't be a bad idea for, say, these cities here, and all of these cities. So maybe what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll plug in colonial office, and I'm going to plug in merchant confederation for the extra gold, and we're going to plug in the scripture card, and that looks like a better government. And as well, I want to keep veterancy. Fantastic. And it looks like we have enough faith to purchase a settler. So I'm going to in the city of Townsville, and I'm going to start settling these cities on the East Coast. And it looks like we got the city of Kinshasa, so we are going to keep it. That's going to grant us 2 era score. Fantastic. And I'm going to have to send a builder over here to get these turtles online and some of these crabs. This is a pretty shady city, but we'll turn it into something. And I think right away, we're going to start making a harbor right off the bat. And it looks like there's a +4 harbor here, a +4 harbor here. So I'm going to put it right here. And we might be able to put something up here for the extra adjacency. All right, so as far as everything's going, I mean, we're starting to get our infrastructure online. We got 179 science, which is fantastic. We are well over everybody else. We are top science in the game. We are top culture in the game. We are top military in the game. We're not top religious, and we are top diplomatic in the game. So we're doing pretty good. It's turn 145. Not the quickest game, but we are having fun. And it looks like Tamar is offering me a deal that I cannot refuse. Oh, Tamar. Shit, girl. I'm even willing to throw in open borders. What the fuck just happened? All right, looks like we got a great engineer, and he grants us production towards wonder construction, which is fantastic. Doubled if the wonder is from ancient or classical era. Interesting. It looks like to me, we pretty much have the entire map exposed, and I think I'm just going to put my scouts on autopilot so I don't have to micromanage them anymore. And we are going to use our great engineer to build the Forbidden City, and that just knocked off 5 turns. Beautiful. And it looks like one of our cities has grown to 10 pop. And it looks like that is the city of Sydney. Fantastic. And we just finished another settler, which is great. And I think I'm going to send this one to the front line between me and Guitarja, just so I can get a couple more cities online. And we did just finish scientific theory. Now, probably not a bad idea to go for gunpowder because I am just about to boost this. And it looks like Kalinda is getting run down by the police. So hopefully she can get away. And it looks like she was killed. And Masamusa has lost respect for us, which is unfortunate. Shit. And we're going to make some promises that we can't keep. And we're going to use our great engineer once more. So now we got 11 turns left on the Forbidden City. I probably should have used it on the Kilwa. I wasn't really thinking. I totally forgot we were building it. Hopefully we can get another great engineer soon. It looks like there is another one coming up. And we should be able to pick this up before anybody else. So we're going to found a city right here. We got the city of Newcastle on the new continent. And first things first, I think it's important to pick up a harbor. So I'm going to put a +3 harbor right there. Finally finished our +16 campus now in the city of Townsville. I'm going to immediately buy the library. And as far as our trade routes go, we want to trade for gold, but we also want to trade for envoys. And I'm going to trade with Fez. Even though we are suzerain of Fez, that'll give us an extra envoy in the bank. And we did just unlock Galileo, so we're going to recruit him. As far as our techs go, I think we need to keep working towards chemistry. That will involve picking up metal casting, which we have boosted as well. I'm thinking I'm going to purchase an apostle, and we're going to settle a city right here. Looks like there's a meteor site as well here right on this cattle, which is fantastic. And instantly we are going to start working on a +5 harbor right here. All right, looks like we have another World Congress. I'm going to vote for myself as far as border control because why wouldn't I? And as far as sovereignty, I am trading with 2 trade city-states and 2 faith city-states. So I'm going to vote for the trade city-states and I'm going to put a couple of votes in that and we'll see what happens. And it looks like we won both. Beautiful. And we have our apostle. What I'm thinking I might do is I might evangelize my belief. I might pick the Gurdwara just for the extra food and housing in the city. Beautiful. And that will grant us some more era score. And we just got a free knight. And I'm going to purchase that tile. And we are going to build a pasture. And that will culture bomb all the tiles around it. Beautiful. All right, looks like we got metal casting and diplomatic service, which is great. We could have boosted diplomatic service by just getting an alliance, but oh well. I don't think it's a bad idea to pick up industrialization as well. And I would like to get a second workshop online. We might be actually done industrialization by the time we get there. And as far as our second industrial zone, I'm guessing I would put it in a city like Geelong or Melbourne. Or even Adelaide, and it looks like I can build an industrial zone. So what I might do is I might place down an aqueduct right here, place down an industrial zone right here. And that will reach this city, and this city. And at least we'll have a second industrial zone. And we did get an extra great admiral. And it looks like we got Francis Drake. And he instantly creates a privateer with 1 promotion. And we're going to get an outback station online. Fantastic. All right, Galileo's in position. So we're going to activate him. And that will automatically give us square rigging. And we'll definitely be done industrialization by the time we finish that second workshop. But hey, oh well, we can't get them all. All right, we got Francis Drake and we retire him into a privateer with a promotion. And I think we're going to take the looting promotion. All right, we are going to purchase the Alchemical Society. Fantastic. All right, looks like we just finished the shipyard in Geelong, which is great. And it looks like the Temple of Artemis is still available. Is that for real? That is insane. We're definitely going for the Temple of Artemis. For sure. And we're going to settle a city right here. And we're going to start working on a harbor right away. And we just finished industrialization, which is great. So now we can get our coal power plants online. And I think it's a good idea to start rushing chemistry so we can get our research labs. I'm going to buy this tile right here. And we're going to get this builder to get this coal online. And we just finished Forbidden City in the city of Sydney. Now, I really do want to place this theater square here. just because it's a +8 theater score, which is absolutely insane. But I also really need to build a diplomatic quarter, and I'm thinking this is a pretty good city to do it. So I think I'm going to place it right here. And it does look like we have enough gold to grab the Alchemical Society. I'm kind of tempted to pick up the shipyards for the extra production. I'm going to grab the shipyards because it's going to help everything build a little bit quicker. And so now we have an extra wildcard slot. I'm going to plug in Gothic architecture for the extra production towards the Kilwa. We do have 14 turns left until the Kilwa is done, so hopefully we can pick that up for the extra science. I'm going to come in the city of Canberra. I'm going to purchase a builder, and I'm also going to purchase an apostle. And we're going to get this coal online. Beautiful. All right, we got this apostle here. I'm going to launch an inquisition. Fantastic. So now we can buy inquisitors, and I can start getting some of these other religions out of my cities, because for every 4 followers of my religion, I get a culture. And I'm going to come to the city of Canberra and buy an inquisitor. And I'm going to do the same thing in Sydney. And we're going to send this builder down to Perth. We're going to get the Kilwa done a little bit sooner. We do have 10 turns until this era is done, and it looks like we're headed for a dark age, which is not good. We did finish the diplomatic quarter in Sydney. I wouldn't mind just buying the consulate, although it isn't only a 3-turn build, but I do want to start working on a factory. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy the consulate, and we're going to get this niter online, and that's a really nice tile for the city to start working. And we're going to chop out these woods so we can finish that Kilwa for the extra era score as well. And we do have 3 envoys in the bank as well, so I'm going to keep that in mind for the extra era score. Might take suzerain of Okia or Caguana or someone like that. And we're going to launch an inquisition. And we just finished the Alchemical Society in Townsville, and it looks like we have the ability to pick up another spy, so I'm going to do that. And we just finished the Temple of Artemis, which is fantastic. And it looks like Masa Musa will give me 220 gold for 22 iron. So I'm going to take that deal. That is a fantastic deal. And I'm going to come in the city of Melbourne. We're going to purchase the Alchemical Society. We're going to build the mausoleum, and we're going to build it right here. We just finished another Alchemical Society, and it looks like we can build the Oxford University. Now, 73 turns is a really long time, but it also looks like we're going to get Filippo Bruno Lechella. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the Oxford University right here, and we're going to use our great engineer to build that up. And I'm also going to come in the city of Canberra, and we're going to grab a builder, and we're going to try to get some production going in the city of Launceston. We're going to chop out these woods. That just knocked off 5 turns off the Kilwa, so we're almost done the Kilwa. We got 2 more era score left to dodge a dark age, and we have 8 turns, so we're looking pretty good. And we got the city of Rockhampton. Beautiful. And I think we're going to start working on a harbor. Not the best harbor, but is what it is. And we got our builder in position. We're going to chop out the Kilwa. Fantastic. This is beautiful.
The houses there are entirely made of wood. Their rooftops out of rope grass.
We can build an industrial zone in this city, and it looks like there's a +4 industrial zone right here, which is absolutely insane. And it wouldn't be bad to build an industrial zone, so I think I'm going to work on that instead, because our science is looking really, really good. And we're going to get this bees online. Beautiful. And it looks like we can build a corporation. So I'm going to build my very first corporation, and I'm going to call it Olive Guitarjas Body. Beautiful. And that is a really nice tile to work. And it looks like we finally got Enlightenment, which is fantastic, because that's going to give us another great card, which is the Rationalism card. And we do have a lot of campuses that have more than +4 adjacencies to them. Now, we are no longer building wonders right now, I believe. Oh, maybe we are building the Mausoleum. So maybe we should keep that card. But what I'm kind of curious to what Rationalism will do. So I'm going to plug in Rationalism just to see how much my science jumps up. So we have 302.5 science. And I plugged that card in, and we now have 326. So that just gave us about 24, 25 science. And we do have another great admirals, and it looks like he forms an armada out of a military unit. So we're going to recruit him. That is a pretty good admiral. And as far as our civics go, I think we want to rush ideology next. And we're going to get some mines online. And we got a great engineer. I totally forgot we were working the Oxford University as well. So I'm going to send the great engineer over there, and we're going to start getting that online as soon as possible. And we finished yet another settler in the city of Canberra. And I think I'm going to send her over to the front line just to seal the deal as far as borders with Gutarja. And we are just going to keep building settlers in the city. Just finished the factory in Sydney. I think we're going to start getting the coal power plant online. And it looks like we have enough faith for a good Wara, so we're going to buy that as well. That's going to give us some extra food and some extra housing. All right, we are going to place a lumber mill. That just knocked off 9 turns off the university. Fantastic. And I'm going to come here as well, and I'm going to get this tile for the city of Launceston, and we're going to put a lumber mill on that as well. And that just knocked off another 14 turns off the Oxford University. And we're going to form an armada. And that just granted us a little bit more era score. We are 6 era score away from getting a golden age, and we only have 4 turns left. So I don't know if this is going to be possible, but hopefully we can make it happen. All right, looks like we've gotten replaceable parts. So that just granted us 2 more era score, which is beautiful. And we got another great scientist. We're going to use Filippo. And that just knocked off a bunch of turns. And it looks like Gutarja wants to offer me a deal for my turtles finally. What up, girl? Shit. I mean, look at them shoulders. Damn. And I think I'm going to take that deal. All right, we got mercantilism. We got 2 turns left until the Renaissance era is over. And we have 3 era score that we need for a golden age. I actually can't believe that we're getting a golden age. I thought for sure we were just dodging a dark age. And we're going to use Filippo one more time. Beautiful. And that just knocked off another 15 turns off the Oxford University. All right, we are on our last turn of the era, and we need 3 era score. Now we could purchase. No, we can't. Fuck. Okay, now we do have 8 envoys in the bank here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take suzerain of some city-states. And I'm thinking I want to start with Caguana. And that just granted us 2 era score right there. And maybe take suzerain of Candy. And that just granted us another 2 era scores. So we definitely got that golden age now. I think I'm going to take suzerain of Venice for that 15% boost of gold all over our empire. And we have Dimitri, and he's going to give us the Eureka for military science and chemistry as well. Fantastic. And it looks like we just found the Fountain of Youth. And that just granted us a great relic because we are suzerain of Candy. And that did just give us a little bit more era score. I'm hoping to end the era score now. And we are entering the industrial era. And we just got sanitation, which is beautiful. So as far as our dedications go, probably not a bad idea to grab Heartbeat of Steam, to be honest. That is a lot of production. We do have a lot of campuses. Reform the coinage would be an insane amount of gold. I think I'm going to grab Heartbeat of Steam for the extra production. I think I'm going to call this the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this one, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.